Where you're doing your interview is so important, and the more you can control the location, the infinitely better your interview can go. So first, you want the look of the interview to seem natural and reflect the mood that you want. That may be as easy as just interviewing where they work, or maybe in a living room for a more cozy feel. We'll talk about more of the look of the location when we talk about that technical side of the interview, but there's one thing I really want to bring up about the location and how it can help you open your subject up. What's it sound like? You want it quiet. That's partly technical, again, so that the microphone doesn't pick up other sounds. It can be distracting or overwhelming, but even more, you want them focused on you and on what they're saying. Other sounds can divide their focus and make them less in the moment in their interview. Make sure that phones are turned off, there are no kids or animals to interrupt, and the staff knows not to knock on the door, that kind of thing. But again, you want them to be able to focus. A simple example of that, I had 2 interviews with the same person in 2 different locations. The first location, it looked so much better with the stage behind him and people working in the background, but he was completely distracted during that interview. You might not be able to tell because he's a performer, so he comes across naturally, but I knew that he had a lot better answers in him than what he was giving me. His mind wasn't with me. It was with the cast on stage behind him. So his answers were short and to the point, and I had to ask a lot more questions just to get very little from him.
How many kids? 4. This is my 4th one. Staging director.
How'd you get into American?
The Young Americans came to my town on a National Music Outreach Tour, and I took the workshop. I was in choir a couple years, not really active in choir very much, played baseball, Easy A for baseball, and then I liked it so much I just wanted to audition, and that was that. It was wasn't even a question about it whether I was moving or not. It was, I am moving, so yeah.
So after that interview, we tried again and moved into a much less attractive space, but it was somewhere where he could really focus on us, where the rest of the world couldn't reach him. And asking one simple question got us a lot more in response. We go through your hometown?
Yes, we will be in my hometown at the very end of February. I think we leave on the 27th of February. Pretty excited about that. It's like 2 worlds colliding. It's like Young American life and home life are just gonna go like this. It's gonna be pretty neat.
What does your home life like?
Back home, I played baseball. I wasn't very musical growing up as a child. My dad played guitar. That was about it. Mom would sing me like lullabies to go to sleep, but I never was in choir. Like I said, played baseball growing up, played football and basketball. I was very much into sports and didn't do anything musical until my freshman year of high school. I picked up the guitar and started teaching myself because I didn't have anyone to teach me. So I taught myself how to play guitar, freshman and sophomore in high school.
That answer goes on for about 4 minutes, and it's consistent throughout the whole rest of that interview. Finding the right space for the interview, it can make all the difference. I was so fortunate to learn that early in my career, and it makes your job so much easier when the location, when it does half the work of getting the best answers for you.